Hi, welcome back to Lost and Refound. I'm a little lost behind all these boxes right now. We're going to open them up, show you some of the parts that we got ordered up and have already come in. So we've got some of our packages in here. Let's just jump right in, see what we got. This one is the Trans Parts Warehouse. Could it be transmission parts? I bet it is, because that's what we need. And we'll do a little there. Come out wherever you are. Aha. So this should be our master kit. Yep. That's our master kit. We've got new band, clutches, another band, all our steels, bushings, thrust washers, modulator that we're not going to use. Let's see. Bearing and more bushings. So we're pretty excited about that. Minute, set this out of the way so it's not going to get hurt. Keep that there. Next, let's open a little box. I don't know if people like unboxing videos or not. It's just kind of like Christmas. Don't remember exactly what we got coming. All right, we've got Teflon seals. All right. We got air in a bag. Woohoo! All right, these are our energy suspension transfer case bushings. Exciting pieces, I know. Some of you are just like, boring. Get to the fun stuff. Tisket a tasket. It's a transmission gasket. There's going to be a few of those. All right, here's our mount pin for those transfer case bushings that we were just very excited about. Quadratech. I'm going to bet this is Jeep parts, because that's what Quadratech does, is Jeep parts. This should be our master gasket set. Master gaskets. Seals, gaskets. I got some new shims. Got some new springs for the poppets on the shift rails. We are missing out of this order one thing, the thrust washers for our main shaft. I know they're on back order. Should be here next week. Hopefully we'll be ready for it. All right, this is getting exciting. It's from my good buddy Hugh. This is one of our high dollar parts that we decided to go ahead and spend the money on. So this is our full manual reverse pattern engine braking valve body for a Turbo 400. I know what you're thinking. Why do you want a manual when it's an automatic? The automatic's supposed to shift for you. Well, that's true. And in a daily driver, that's fine. But, you know, for off-roading, racing, stuff like that, these are handy. It'll stay locked in the gear you put it in. If you want it put in second gear, it'll stay in second gear. It won't downshift or upshift. You know, same with the other two gears, first and third. So, and this one has a circuit in it that will hold power to the torque converter, so you'll have engine braking when going down hills. Spendy, but totally worth it. All right, Summit. We're doing racing parts. Well, why not? Lego. There you go. They're so nice. Thank you for your order. And of course, the obligatory stickers. Hillary's going to get some more stickers. Alright. This is a totally unnecessary thing that is just too much fun. Power Plus. It's a top-end lubricant. It smells like cherry. When it goes through your exhaust will have a hint of cherry. Totally impulse buy, not worth getting if you know, doing stuff, but totally fun. Alright. Very unexciting dowel pin for the bell housing, because one is missing, and that is needed for transmission to bell housing alignment. Sorry about the loud noise. Just box hitting the floor. And this is going to be something pretty. It's our deep high capacity transmission pan. Want more filters to know what to do with. The tube. This is a trick flow model. So as you can see at the bottom here, see if I can get her out of the bag. This one's opened up. Got a hole in the bottom for a drain. That's kind of handy on an automatic transmission. We bought this one because it's heavy duty, made in the USA. We like the USA. It does not have a provision for a temperature sending unit, but not a big deal. This is thick cast aluminum. We'll drill and tap a hole for that before we install it, because doing it now is a lot less messy. Oh, and if you're trying to be cheap about getting a deep pan for a TH400, some of the older heavy duty trucks that had them, like 1.5 ton, 2 ton GM trucks, some of the motorhome chassis, they had a factory deep pan. It was a steel pan, but you know, if you're wanting to do something like that. This one we had to open because we had a little damage to the box. We already know what it is, but it's exciting nonetheless. It's red. It's bright red, so Hillary's gonna love it. It's a remanufactured transmission pump. If you remember on our teardown video, we had some wear on the, which side was it? It was on the back side of the pump. So we just went ahead, ordered up a remanufactured unit. There is going to be some modification done to this pump with the Hughes kit. So I'll get into that when we start building it, show you what we're going to do. We're going to turn the pressure up a little. All right. This one we had to open up because it came from the rainforest. and we had to get something else out of it. So we have our 34 element sprag. That'll help improve the torque holding capacity. This is a mesh style transmission filter. The other ones, let me see if I got one handy. I'm back here. So if you look, you can see this tan material. That's a Dacron material. It filters really well. The problem is it limits the flow. These mesh style ones, they do not limit the flow. So the mesh style ones originated on an Allison transmission. I think it was their AT540 series. So it's something I know from my heavy duty world experience. And we should have a few more goodies. So this is a bracket and linkage kit for our shifter, because we're not running a factory shifter. And somewhere along the way, the bracket got misplaced by whoever took the transmission out. So we ordered a new one, new B&M kit. We have another butching. We have our transmission mount. This is polyurethane mount. Decided to go with polyurethane mounts. The rubber mounts just don't seem to last on the transmission as well. And then we got a very heavy duty transmission pan gasket. Nice and flat. I like how they make that so it doesn't get folded up in half in the mail and destroyed. Felpro makes some good sealing material. I like their products too. Alright, give me a minute. I'm gonna have to reset some stuff and we'll bring up some more boxes. We're back. We got stuff off the floor. This one. The Widowmaker staples. Oh, come on now. Don't be that way. I like to completely remove them because inevitably you'll just tear the cardboard box to get something out and forget about it and reach in it later and slit yourself from your armpit to your elbow with it and everything in between. So this, excuse me for a moment, is also from my good buddy Hugh. This is an 11-inch. Oh, we got more stickers. Woo! Hey, get out of here, fly. Got a production going on here. Big stickers. Yeah, Hugh converters. Hughes Performance. So this is not one that they list on their website, nor does Summit or Jegs. But if you fill out a tech card or call them and tell them what you've got for a transmission, they will build a torque converter that will suit your needs for your engine and transmission combo. Hey, guess what, Hillary? It's red! So, it's red. As you can see, it's 11-inch heavy-duty GM. It's their off-road torque converter, the OFR heavy-duty. So, I was talking with Steve was his name, about what it is, what it's got for, cam, how it's set up with the cam being advanced 4 degrees, what our intended purposes are. And he said, this will probably get us by. So he said this one is good for lower speeds. It won't generate as much heat, hopefully. That's the big killer of transmissions is heat. He said, put that in, run it. If it's too tight, we'll swap it out, go to a 10-inch or something like that, go to even more performance. All right. I'll open most of this one. Summit, once again, they say, thank you for your order. Air pillows. Anybody knows a good use for those, besides just throwing them away or repackaging Christmas? Let us know, because we got a bunch of these. And out comes the box. It's Hillary's second favorite fluid in the entire world. Transmission fluid. Decided to go with Lucas Products. They're not paying me. They're not a sponsor. This is the fluid that Hughes recommends. I've ran Lucas Performance products in the past. This is going to be a good fluid for this transmission. It was cheaper to buy a 5-gallon bucket, cost per quart or per gallon, than buying quarts in a case. So it's going to be kind of easier to store too. And I won't grab the last box and bring it up, but it's a Lucas Performance 50 weight engine oil. There again, the cost per quart is a lot cheaper to buy it in a 5-gallon container. Of course, that we'll use more of doing oil changes on it. 5-gallon container should get me 4 oil changes. So I've got a 6-quart system on that engine. Factory was 5. I have a larger oil filter and an engine oil cooler, so a little increased capacity. So between those two, should be good there. So that's what we've got so far on the unboxing. Now that we've unboxed some stuff, we can grab our list and mark off a couple little items since we've been doing some work. Hillary's here. Hillary said she wanted to mark some stuff off. So what can we mark off?
Disassembled transmission.
Yes, we did that.
Disassembled transmission piece.
Yeah, did that with some cussing and some hammering. So we also figured out what's wrong with our transmission. If you watch that video, we know that we had an issue with the with the valve body. The accumulator piston was stuck, the shaft was bent. It was letting the intermediate drum get too hot, burned up those clutches. We found an issue in the transmission pump. Don't know if it was related, but we saw some excessive wear on that. So, but we have parts to fix that. So have we done anything else?
No.
No. No, we haven't. We've been busy. You know how it is. You're busy too. I understand. These projects, they kind of get put on the back burner. So we're going to continue, working on it. Get the transmission transfer case cleaned up, rebuilt, put back in. We still have more parts to order. I'm going to go ahead and put new oil coolers in the Jeep. One of them's leaking. The engine oil cooler's leaking. The transmission cooler that's in it, we're going to go ahead and put a little bit higher rated one in it for the transmission. We want to keep this transmission alive for many years to come. Especially with the upgrades we're doing. We'll get more into the upgrades on the transmission when we assemble it. So we got more parts coming, and till then, I better get to work. I got a big list in front of me. Got anything else need to add to the list? No? Surprised you haven't put hurry up at the top yet.
Not yet.
Not yet? When it gets close to Christmas, she'll be like, I want a Christmas ride in the Jeep. All right. Got anything else? No? All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching. I'm Chris. This is Hillary. And we'll see you next time.